didn't hurt at all. I mean, it felt like a weight on my chest and sometimes caused me to feel like, whew, a little hard to breathe here. And it made my recovery hard because when I had friends or somebody, I even had a caregiver for 3 days help me up, they're trying to support your back at the same time and get you up so that you're not using your pectoral muscles up here, because I went under the muscles with my boob job. So girls that just get a boob job can still use their stomach, they can still move around, and hopefully they do have help to lift heavy objects and things like that. For me, with the tummy tuck, you're not supposed to use your stomach muscles or your breast muscles, so I mean, what are you allowed to use? It makes it really hard. But everybody said just go in, get it all done at once, and you don't have to worry about it again. And like I said, I'm still not quite sure if that was the best choice or not, because as I heal, I think that my breast job would have been more painful if I would have done them one at a time. Definitely a tummy tuck is more painful. It's the most invasive cosmetic surgery out there. So you can't get any worse than that. And it was extremely painful. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I kept asking people that had it done, do you regret it? And they consistently said no, I wouldn't change a thing. And I was like, okay, and the ride home was horrible. I was in a huge SUV. I was tempted to be like, could you please call a cab so I could slide into that? I just didn't know what was comfortable. Luckily, where I had my surgery done, they gave you a robe, and I'm like, I'm not going home in my pajamas, I'm going home in this robe. It was a nice, like, hotel terry cloth robe. There's no way you're attempting to put pants and a sweater on me right now. Thanks, but no thanks. Zip up clothes and sweats become your favorite thing. This is a sweater from Victoria's Secret. I love pink. I opted for blue for once. I can't stand up straight because of the tummy tuck. I'll show you the scar. We'll just get down to business here. The scar does not look pretty. I ordered the silicone stuff that's supposed to help with the scar. There's parts of the scar that I don't like. Then after I'm done healing, I will just get tattoo ink. You know, I'll just get tattoo work done to cover it up. I'm really not too favorable of my belly button right now, but it's still healing. I'm only 3 weeks post-op, and if it continues to look like that, I will just get a belly button piercing. I'm not really numb. A lot of people say they're numb. I just feels weird. It's hard to describe. I'm going to take off my sweater and try to show you the breast augmentation scars. I was a C when I went in, and I am still a full C, small d. So as I drop, it could become bigger, and it's not a huge concern of mine right now. I went in to get my boobs evened. This top has no padding at all. I am a dancer. I've gotten a lot of comments about that. I'm used to it though. I've been dancing for 5 years here in Oregon, and our rules are not like what you see in TV or Vegas. So it's almost like an investment if you think about it. Here I'm going to show you the scars. Now my boobs droop a little naturally after 2 kids, so they are going to, see already, you can see they're already covering up the scar. Yay. And then there's this one. And like I said, we ordered the silicone sheets to get the scars looking better. My biggest concern was to get that huge gap. I don't know if it only occurs in girls that don't have breast tissue to start with, or if it's just a bad boob job, ribs out of place. I'm sure there's many reasons why that occurs, but I really, really didn't want to lose the cleavage that I had, and I didn't. As you can see, this swimsuit top is tied on loosely. It's not pushing me together, and I can still fit 1 finger in there, no more than that, and that pleases me a lot. A lot of girls say they get weird feelings in the nipple area, and moms describe it as your milk coming in feeling, and people that don't have kids describe it as a tingling sensation. So it was 13 grand to do both, and what we did is my husband and I both saved up. He's a dentist, so he acquired the money, like his half, quicker than I did, but it was nice that I helped pay for it too. a lot of criticism. You girls know that have had this done about spending so much money on something that people think is so petty and so lame, but they're not in our shoes. And I've had 2 kids, and after my first son, I wanted a tummy tuck. I've wanted one for over a decade. He's 11 now, and I also have a 7-year-old. So I always told people my stomach looked like Freddy Krueger's face. And I've heard other girls that said, oh, my stomach looked like a road map. You've heard lots of things. My belly button after a couple surgeries that I'd had done looked ugly. I didn't like it at all. My stomach muscle walls had separated. When that happens, you can work out forever and nothing's going to change it. So as far as the breast job goes, the boob job, I don't regret that. I don't regret the tummy tuck. The healing is hard, but the results are worth it. I'm really happy. I got mine done by Dr. Jensen here in Medford, Oregon, and he said with going underneath he could work with it, you know, a little more than going through the armpit, and it was fine by me. And I paid $1,000 extra more for silicone because I have felt girls, obviously in my line of work, that have fake boobs that got the saline, and it feels like a Ziploc bag full of water to me. The benefit, though, of having saline is if one boob turns out bigger than the other, they can add or take the fluid. Now, if you have silicone, they would take breast tissue to even them out. So you'd actually end up going smaller. But the benefit of silicone, though I paid $1,000 more, is they're soft. They're just, okay, they're hard because I just got them. But you can already feel just how they're just blending in with the natural tissues of my breast. And I mean, they feel amazing. So if you have the extra $1,000 and silicone is what you want, or maybe you're just short a little and you're thinking you're going to settle for saline, don't do it. Just wait, get the silicone. I really, really, really think it's worth it. I don't know prices in different cities and states and how much everything costs. My tummy tuck was $7,200. My boob job was, well, it was $13K total for everything to get done. And so, like I said, there's the boob job, no padding, and the tummy tuck. And definitely get help and care if you decide to do both at the same time. And I'm going to do another video that's going to show my before and after photos. Though the problem is the photos are on the computer, I'm sure the video will turn out okay because I'm going to be using my phone and be sitting right next to my laptop. And I got pictures of the first day out of surgery. I mean, I have a picture of me where I fell asleep with a cracker in my mouth and like the bowl of soup in front of me, or I don't remember, but I just like passed out because I was on so many painkillers that the cracker was hanging out my mouth and I was asleep. So some of them are pretty funny and some of them are pretty like, ouch, that doesn't look fun. But it's just to keep you informed. And I actually watched the tummy tuck surgery video on YouTube. Freaked me out. I waited a year before I could go in and have my tummy tuck. I don't advise that unless you have a strong stomach because it's a pretty graphic video. But for those of you that wonder how bad could a tummy tuck really be and are knocking us that are complaining about the pain, go watch the video and you'll understand. And I wish you all the best of luck, girls, anybody that wants to get this done. And there are guys that need tummy tucks too. I've seen those videos. And it's a hard recovery road. It really is. It's not easy. And I'm not going to say that it is. Everybody's pain tolerances are different. But the thing is you have to deal with constructive criticism, insults sometimes, or you got a really supportive group around you. And that's always great to have. So I posted my pictures on my Facebook and all my friends have been super supportive and that helps. It was really hard to explain why I was doing the surgery in the first place to people, but you know what? It comes down to how you feel, how I feel about my body, and how we feel after. And I haven't met anybody that's regret getting their boobs or their tummy tuck done. So if you want to get it, go for it. You're really going to love the results. I'm just trying to give you a little information on the recovery process. And like I said, this is only my second video. I am only 3 weeks post-op, so we'll see where things go. And when I use the silicone sheets, we can see if it really improves on the scars or not. My derma flakes, it's like, you're a snake shedding skin or something. I don't like Mederma at all, so I don't recommend it. And don't go and buy the vitamin E oil